I'm in the tech lab, Pathfinder.
Hello, Scott. Exploring the Exaltation facility brings a Solarian quote to mind.
That's a fair description.
I have changed since we linked, but I am still myself. Exaltation takes personhood and overwrites it. Destroys. I already understood that such destruction is wrong. Now, through you, I know why it is abhorrent.
How are those jokes?
Why do Elcor start spam? Because they wish to be.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Read the mission briefs. This isn't good, Ryder. The Archon's dangerous. I've seen people like him before.
He's definitely dangerous. So dangerous, I'm not sure we're ready to deal with him.
Take him out. All we need. From where I stand, the Archon thinks he knows what that exaltation the Ket do.
He can do that to us.
Someone like him you take out fast and hard. Honestly, drop a nuke on his head, blow up a sun if you have to. Take the collateral damage.
There's better ways to stop him than brute force.
Maybe, but I'm not gonna let an enemy. You don't mess around with this.
Another galaxy and there are still... When I was on security duty at the relay, colonies... We trained the colonists and they started fighting back.
The Angara already know. But the Archon, he's got an army to back up his crazy.
But I've got you. And...
Huh. True enough. Never underestimate. You keep thinking about...
We'll only get one real...
Yep, so when we take him down, let's make... Pathfinder?
We can talk more later.
Sure.
In engineering, if you need anything, Ryder.
Looks like pictures of the exaltation chamber.
Yeah, the Ket are using some Angaran-made medical... I just want an edge on those Ket bastards. If they ever got their... Well, imagine if it was Sarah.
I don't know what I'd do. We're all that's left of our family.
Same here. Sid was so little when our father left, and I was... well, her age now.
I know what it's like to lose a parent. I've lost both now. Mom died before we left.
Our father didn't die. Or maybe he did. We don't really know. He was involved with some bad... There was nowhere to run.
Is that why you came here?
When you're young and stupid, you... That sort of thing never... I don't want to not come home one day.
We're a team. I'll make sure you're...
Thank you, Ryder. At least Sid's older now. Maybe I don't have to worry as much. I should get back to work. Talk to my people, see if they've heard anything. I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about X. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She and my dad fought all the time, when things were really tough. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by... I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did you keep you and your sister?
I was barely more than a kid. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into... We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
You probably have work to do.
You know where to find me. What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Liam? You're working pretty hard.
All the time. Started young. Smart little kid. Got angry a lot. Side effect of giving a shit.
Liam, what's going on?
We found that facility on Vold. Kicked them in the teeth. Great. But the Ket's still what people are. Everyone should have a stake. So I reached out, trying to get resources moving in a real... I can't get permission coming or going. The Nexus, everyone... I didn't come here so everyone could...
You're taking on a lot, making all of Helios your problem.
It is our problem. I wanted this. Everything new. But eventually, it... Can I show you something? Did you bring anything from the Milky Way?
One or two things, but the weight limits were real strict.
I know. That's why I made arrangements. It's a proper petrol burner. 20th century. British. from when that mattered. My whole family worked on it together, weekends. Like those are a thing in space. Know what we did? Friends and Hustle set us up good. They borrowed us a transport right before I went into cryo. And me and my father and mother loaded our car into it and pointed it at Andromeda.
It's a nice gesture, but you know you won't see it again.
Oh, it's a couple million years away at standard light. The important thing is, it's coming. And always will be. I don't know what that means.
It means your family, the Angara, this team. We're all lucky you care so much.
I'll probably screw it up, Pathfinder.
Join the club. The screw-up started 600 years ago.
Truth. This will be home. It has to be. I won't let being outsiders stop that. Pathfinder, sorry if things got strange. You're the first person I told about all that. It, felt really good.
I know it was really personal.
You say that like I was making logical choices. Thanks for getting it. Anyway, made me think we should do more just... I've got some contacts and some things I'd like your eyes on. But mostly, it's a day out. Something familiar. Turns out I need that. Still waiting on our visit to Aya. Useful, but also fun. Looking forward to it.
Just checking in. I want...
What do you want to know?
I have to know about the car.
We'd wrench on it as a family. That's how I fell into mechanical stuff. Armor and jump jets. Mum wasn't a fan of the second part. You know how it is.
I worried my parents from time to time.
That's a kid's job. I probably crossed the line a few times though. Like jumping a galaxy. That's why I have to make this work. If I don't, I say goodbye to too many people to let that happen.
Tell me about your friends in
I swore I wouldn't tell anyone what they did. Steve, Dondi, Base, Mazzy. Eventually, I'll have to start a new branch here, you know? I promised.
We'll talk later.
I know.
Hey there.
Hey yourself.
Question for you.
Shoot.
When all this craziness is over, you think you'll have kids?
Why is that on your mind?
Jill, the best friend I mentioned while I was thrashing you at poker. She's starting the initiative's first repopulation effort at Prodromos. It's all she can talk about. It got me thinking. At the end of the day, this whole thing, the Andromeda initiative, we're basically here to spawn.
Those of us lucky enough to live through this.
Exactly. And there aren't that many to start. Jill's right. At some point...
True enough.
Who knew this thing was just a glorified dating service? Eesh. The biological imperative is kind of a bummer.
So you want to have a child of your own?
I don't know. You know me. Whatever my gut says in the moment. My mum says that's how my dad was. I wouldn't know. His gut moved on before I was born.
I had no idea. It must have been hard.
Hey, I turned out all right. He did his part. Brought me into the world. Maybe that's enough. Thanks for talking, Ryder. Would you mind taking a slight detour and dropping me back in the Milky Way?
What's the problem?
Little something I just heard about called exaltation?
It's definitely more than we bargained for.
And the Ket are even scarier than... I gotta start eating more protein and getting a full night's sleep. It'll take everything we got to get through this mess.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Going through the readouts from the Ket facility. I've never seen such advance. Frankly, it's light years ahead of our capabilities.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Jal?
Thank you for checking. But I'm all right.
Don't know if I would be.
I have to be. How else do we go on? You know?
I may seem tough, but I have a good shoulder.
That's kind. You're kind. I really miss my family at times like these. Are you close to your family?
You talk about family a lot.
Really? Our families are large. We all have...
My family's small.
And are you close?
I was. Am. My mom and dad are dead. My sister's really sick. She's on the Nexus. I'm kind of an orphan at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, this random collection of Tempest oddballs can feel like family sometimes.
Yeah. I never really felt I had a purpose. But here, I do.
What about the Resistance?
My place in the Resistance is not what I'd like.
But that kid on Aya looked up to you.
Sure. But you are going to do something important, Ryder. I feel it. This is where I should be.
I like having you around. Specifically you.
Because of my skill and knowledge.
Not really.
Because you enjoy spending time with me as much as I do with you.
You do?
You're fascinating. So bold, yet...
That's...
And I mean it. There's always more to say and to learn, isn't there?
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Of course. If I can answer them, I will.
Did you always...
No. The Ket occupation creates... But I hope being here will inspire me.
Can you tell me about your family?
Sit down. This will...
Whoa, your family's that big?
I have one true mother, Sahuna. And more than 5, our families constantly change. My father is gone. Taken. Or killed. By the Ket. We never found his body.
I'm sorry about that, Jal. I understand.
Something in common between... Anything else you want to ask?
Do Angara plan their futures? Do you dream about what you want to accomplish?
You put plan and dream in the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Angara thirst for now. We don't strive to make the future better. We strive because the present is lacking.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong.
They aren't just conquerors or slavers. The Ket turn everything you are to their advantage. Worst kind of enemy. The one that makes you fight your own people.
That's what Jal faces every day, now that we know the truth.
Friends, neighbors, all changed.
This is really getting to you.
Kandros wants strategies for handling the Ket. I talked with Drac, putting ideas together. Expand our guerrilla tactics, get Angaran military advisors, research exaltation. Just, I don't know. Wish your dad could give me his take.
We got this. We're back to back, shoulder to shoulder. Or whatever you like.
Nothing fazed you, does it? You always bounce back, smiling that smile. Like you know it's just what I need.
You're important to me. Is that so strange?
And sweet, too. What's a girl to do? I wish this could fix everything. Nasira, your father, they always had a plan I could follow. Without one, it's too easy for people to get hurt. Like now. The Initiative's plans are shot, and people die because of it.
We're facing challenges we could never have prepared for.
At least now we can prepare to fight the Ket. Sarissa will have a strategy. Just need to find her and the other Asari. It'll be good to have certainty again. Ryder?
Any more commit?
That's all I can share, anyway. I miss them.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Callow, settle down. if this isn't a good reason to get excited.
What's up? You guys aren't fighting, are you?
Why would I fight with my best friend?
Best friend? Oh, Callow. Callow's very excited about a report I received from EOS. It's good news. The radiation levels are steadily dropping.
Your outpost Prodromos is really going to make it. When do you want to head back?
We could go, but we need to balance our priorities. Why?
Just saying, if I'd created a thriving community in a brand new galaxy, I'd want to visit.
Just wait till they put in the beach and the water slide.
Now you're just playing with me.
So radiation levels are down. More to explore?
Yes, but there's been a rise in Ket activity as well.
Figures that we're not the only ones to benefit from the planet's improvement.
Might be nice to see how it's doing.
Almost like a vacation.
Almost. Maybe we'll head back at some point.
Well, you're the boss. Just say the word.
The swelling has gone down significantly, and I seem to be able to talk normally again.
Good. Keep me updated. And remember, cool food and liquid only. Nothing.
Thank you, Lexi.
Is there something wrong? Did you hurt yourself?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just getting over. It was dramatic, but ultimately.
What?
Have you ever heard of the Lick test? Back before scanners were portable, they used it to tell rocks from fossils and get a basic idea of their mineral composition. I was distracted and forgot it was. When I was little, my father and I would go. He made science fun for me. Your mother was something of a scientist, wasn't she?
She specialized in biotics research.
Sam is an astound. I left my parents back home. They told me they were proud.
If I were them, I'd be proud too. That takes courage. Some crazy.
Thank you, Ryder.
Anytime.
Liam says he's planning a movie night.
That's the idea.
He's putting it off because it didn't seem right after seeing. But now there's a delay. I had a thought. Every vid's better with snacks, right? I found an Angaran recipe for these little morsels you can make from a.
You want me to look for one?
Oh, would you? I'd love to. Ket genetics defies everything we know. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once.
Just think, while you're poking around in.
Huh. Wonderful. That's me never sleeping again.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
The hell you did? You can't just undo 10 hours of work.
I had to.
It's twice as efficient.
And now it does.
Callow.
I know, just please don't let this distract you. What can I do for you?
Tell me something else about the.
O'Connell, our systems designer, but he forgot to lock his terminal and For 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all the bathroom lights would overload the engine core.
Tell me something else about the.
I'm all out of stories for now. Sorry. You'll have to make some new ones.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy. There are things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Jal has all sorts of questions about the ship. I should ask him about Angaran ships. Imagine something actually designed to handle that damn scourge.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Oh, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
No peeking. I'm putting the finishing touches on my personal project.
I thought you said it was on the Nexus.
I'm just perfecting the final component here, or should I say, trying to. Several of the crew have offered to help, and I keep politely declining and ushering them out. So, thank you for retrieving that critical piece of REM tech, but kindly stop digging.
Fine. Have your surprise.
You won't regret it.
Want me to ask the others to back off?
No, I can handle it. As long as they're not looking to be besties. And I'm happy that someone with the galaxy at their fingertips can still give a girl her space. It's safe to say that you, my friend, are one of a kind.
I hope I'm not just your latest cure for boredom.
Me too. Don't worry. I doubt I've seen all your bells and whistles. But no more distractions. The next time you're on the Nexus, my project will be done. Come by, and I'll unveil it. Now, if you will, please leave me to my own devices.
At least we managed to save the Moshai.
I only wish we could have saved more.
Not really a holiday destination.
Approaching the LZ.